Guten Tag.
From Biberach, Germany.
That was smooth.
Today we're going to show you 3 perfect days to spend in this beautiful but quiet and quaint town. The first thing you should do is come here to the market square. This is where all the action is.
You really can't miss it because there is a gigantic tower in the center of town, and anywhere you go you can pretty much see it. So just start walking that direction and you'll be here.
Some sights to check out while you're here is a fountain right in the middle of town, right next to the clock tower, and also the St. Martin's Parish Church.
Really cool church, super old, like super old, like 600 years. And you go inside and paintings on the ceilings and a Sistine Chapel kind of thing going on in there. We just walked up and opened the door and let ourselves in. There was nobody there, so you might try that.
When in Rome or when in Germany, you open doors and go inside. We were here on a Monday on day 1. Most restaurants are closed on a Monday, except we did find Baum.
Baum.
It's perfect. It's got outdoor seating.
Yeah.
The beer was great.
Yeah.
The food was delicious. Traditional German fare from what we understand.
Swabian style.
Swabian.
Yeah.
All right, first things first, you should cover your beer with a coaster
Why?
because there's bugs flying around everywhere.
Okay.
And my dinner came. Look how nice it is. This looks like macaroni and cheese a little bit, which probably sounds very American to say that. And then I always ask for recommendations when I'm in a new place, and he recommended something that has a little bit of everything. So this is German dumpling. Since I'm Asian, I'm obsessed with dumplings, but this looks so good. We learned the word for bill is R-E-C-H-N-U-N-G. And it's pronounced oh my gosh. Note to self, don't film while you're jet lagged and sleep deprived. Every time I look at the footage, I'm like, oh my gosh, we look like death. Sorry babe, you look like death too.
All right, so on day 2, we decided we needed a little bit of exercise, so we walked up a lot of stairs.
134, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 140 steps exactly.
The whole town was originally surrounded by walls, built in the 1300s. Parts of the wall still exist now, and one of the lookout towers that was part of that wall is still here.
And if I'm butchering the name, forgive me, but it's called the Gigelturm. And it gives you a beautiful panoramic view where you see all the orange and red rooftops of the buildings. Definitely worth the trek up there. Right next to the Gigelturm is the Weiber Turm, but what it translates to is the White Tower. And as the name denotes, it's a giant white tower. Another place for you to get spectacular views of the village. From that tower, what you can do is walk down some steps and you'll be treated to a beautiful garden on the right-hand side.
We're here in the kind of late spring, early summertime, so everything's blooming and lots of flowers and kind of a nice little oasis.
It's called the Tower Garden, and it's just beautiful colors. When you get to the bottom and you turn around, you've got the beautiful backdrop of both towers behind you, and then this garden. It's a really good photo op. And if you're craving a burger, if you're just kind of, if you really want a good burger, we recommend
Hagge.
Is it wrong that we're in Germany and we're eating burgers?
The owner of the restaurant was out of town, so his brother was filling in for him. We asked him for a recommendation on beer. He runs back and pulls out the secret stash that he brought to town with him while he's in town holding the fort down for his brother, and gave us that.
All right, day 3.
Yes.
We recommend taking advantage of all the different paths in this area.
So really cool, just surrounded by trees and nature.
If you want to cover more distance, you can always, your hotel might have bikes for you, or you can rent a bike. That would be a great way to cover a lot of ground in the city. And the paths are really well maintained. The cars here are very respectful to pedestrians. And then while you're riding around on those paths, make sure you come back to the main market for the farmer's market.
Kind of a nice chance to get some local food. I had sausage in some sort of sauce. I wish I could tell you what it was, but it was delicious, and that's that.
All right, so tonight we're at the Biberkeller. Not to be confused with Biberkeller. Has nothing to do with Justin Bieber or the killing of.
That's dark.
But it's super cute. Take a look around. We're under this tent. It's like a legit beer garden.
They're really cool outside vibe. They definitely have the beer garden thing down to a science, and that's saying something in an area where they pride themselves on beer gardens.
While we were at Biberkeller, we just happened to be in the middle of a thunderstorm. Half an hour ago, I was sweating so badly, and now it's freezing. You would think, oh no, you're on vacation, you're caught in this terrible storm, but it was really cool. That was actually one of my favorite memories here.
Yep, we were under tents, so don't worry, we were safe. And they had plenty of beer, so we were able to wait it out, which didn't really take too long, maybe 45 minutes or an hour, but that thunder and lightning went right over our heads. I've never heard thunder so loud in my life.
And it's a good excuse to order dessert, which we did.
Yes, and a second or third beer, which we did.
All right, that's it from us. We're actually gonna head over to Ice Vanessa, right behind us, this little cute
Ice
little
Vanessa.
ice cream place. We heard that it's the best ice cream in town, so we're gonna go check it out. Good?
It's good. Good.
Not a bad way to close out our last night in Biberach. Okay, so.
Are you live?
No, we're
are you-
not
are you
live.
like,
I feel perfectly okay drinking on a Wednesday night. I've been getting really good at guessing what everything says on the menu. For example, I think that says get drunk. There's just so much history and culture in this place. That place where we just had beers, the beer was founded in 1466.
When was that beer founded?
1466!
You drank the beer in 1466?
Yes.
Are you a vampire? I think you just, that's the German word for check, please. Clearly we need to get you another one of those 1466 beers.